guys, I'm Bolaji and it's nice to have you here. I recently concluded an application which is called the Yield Aggregator and I want to share it with you guys. So here is the basic user interface I built for it. If I click connect your button now, connect your wallet, and you can see the main user interface. All right. What's a yield aggregator? Basically, let's say you have two bank accounts, one with two different banks. So bank A offers you 5% interest rate on your money, and bank B offers you, let's say, 3% interest rates on your deposits. The yield, let's also assume that this interest rate changes every day. So what yield aggregator does is it monitors this interest rate and deposit your money where the interest rate is higher. Now, if by tomorrow the interest rate of bank B becomes 6%, the yield aggregator takes your money from bank A and put it in bank B. So basically that's how it works. Our bank in this case are Aave and Compound. These are smart contracts based protocols on the blockchain and they operate like banks. If you deposit your tokens there, you get interest rates because your tokens are also loaned out. All right. So these contracts only accept WETH tokens, that's wrapped Ethereum. So currently the APY, the interest rate on Aave is 2.26. For Compound, it's 3.02. So Compound is a bit higher. Let's say we want to deposit WETH tokens now. The first thing is to get wrapped Ethereum. If you don't have it, I have because I have tested it. But let's say I want to get more. All you need to do is just click this get WETH Ethereum. I'm running on localhost, you can see that, and we are on Hardhat development network. All right, so we are not on mainnet. So let's say I want to wrap 10 more Ethereum. Okay, so I just put that get WETH. So what it does is to take equivalent of 10 WETH, which is 10 Ethereum from my wallet, and give me 10 WETH Ethereum. 10 WETH tokens rather. So you can see my WETH token is now 110. All right, since we have that, let's say I want to deposit 40. You can see the balance here. They are currently 0. Deposit WETH pops up for me to approve the transaction. Approve. Okay, after approving, I need to confirm to send the transaction. Deposit successful. So this balance should change. Let me just refresh. It's now 40 WETH tokens. Let me show you my wallet. We now have 70 WETH tokens. All right. So if the interest rate here changes, and let's say Aave is now higher, all you have to do is just to click rebalance. Let me click rebalance. Now it's telling us no rebalance is required because our APY is our deposit is where the APY is higher. All right. So let's say I need my money now and I want to withdraw my WETH tokens. I just click WETH and withdraw WETH, confirm, withdraw successful, and let me check my wallet. Yeah, it's back. It's now 110. All right. So that's basically how it works. So let's go to the smart contract side and see how the contract itself work. All right, I'm going to link the link to the contract and the user interface to the GitHub for the code. I'm going to leave the link. All right, so you guys can also play with all of this. The contract basically is ownable. So that means that the deployer in this case will be the owner of this contract and it will be the only one to use the contract to deposit and withdraw. If I allow other users to use it, I would have to include functionalities like managing the user's balance. But I wanted to make it simple. That's why I make it ownable. All right. So these are the state variables needed, all right, for this, for the contract. And this is the constructor. Basically, constructor is like the initializer of the contract, and what it does is at the point of deployment it runs to initialize the contract. So we needed the contract address of WETH tokens, the contract address of this is compound v3 compound withdraw address. We need Aave protocol data provider address, then Aave pool addresses provider. All right. So after that, the first functionality here in the contract is deposit WETH token. So all those times in the user interface that we were depositing tokens, we were actually calling this function deposit WETH, and it takes the amount. All right. So what it basically does is to compare the APY on Aave and the APY on compound. All right. And whichever is higher, that's where it's going to deposit our money to. All right. These are the internal functions the contract calls to deposit the tokens. All right. The second one is withdraw weights. All right. Withdraw weights just looks at the two what do you call it now? The two protocol look for where our money is and withdraw our money once we need it. It takes all of our deposits, all of the WETH tokens, and it emits these events. All right. So the next functionality is rebalance WETH tokens. All right. Rebalance compares, just confirm that our deposit, the WETH token, is in the protocol with the higher APY. If not, it transfers it to where to the protocol with the higher APY, and it emits this event based on what it does. All right. Now you'll notice that I have non-reentrants here. These modifiers, they are quite important to prevent what we call reentrancy attack. All right. Anytime your contract is calling out to other contracts, you would have to protect it with non-reentrant. All right. In my subsequent videos, I will explain that more. All right. So this is this is the function that calls to Aave to get the APY of what's on Aave. This is the function gets compound current WETH APY. All right. And this is for the balance. So to get our balance on Aave, to get our balance on compound, this is it. This is implemented to ensure that nobody mistakenly sends Ethereum to the contract. It must just be true deposit WETH tokens that you can deposit fund into it, so you don't mistakenly send Ethereum. If you do, the contract will revert it. All right. And the remaining functions are internal functions only accessible to the contract. All right. Just to execute the necessary external functions. All right. So this is the interface of our yield aggregator. All right. And you can see the events defined here. All right. And this is the WETH tokens interface, the contract. Sure you guys know that to interact with a deployed contract, you need the contract interface or the ABI and the contract address. All right. This is for the compound. All right. So now let me show you my deploy script. I choose to write it in JavaScript. I'm using Hardhat framework I for this purpose. Yeah, I am also comfortable with Python using Brownie package, but I choose JavaScript for this particular for this particular application. And you can see the docs. If you on GitHub, if you check this docs, you would see the documentation of the whole contract. All right. Let's go to the test. All right. These are the tests written for the functions. These are the unit tests basically, and you can see for each of the functions they are tested, and even the failure cases are also tested. I'm not going to go into that, but quickly let me just run the tests. If I run yarn Hardhat test or yarn Hardhat test, okay, in the repo here, it should run the test. All right, 8 tests and everything passed. All right. The final thing I want to show you guys is here. Actually, I forked the mainnet. Here, I forked the mainnet here to, yeah, instead of testing on Hardhat, I forked the mainnet because Aave compound, I needed the protocol, the information on the blockchain, on the mainnet, on my local blockchain, so as to interact with them. If you use Hardhat, it doesn't have Aave and compound deployed on it. All right, so this is how to fork it, and to make it easier, you need to pin the block number. All right, so basically that's it. Let me now go to the user interface, the repo for the user interface. That will be quick. All right, so you can see the pages. This is the header here. Now to run these, I'm not going to go into the details of this. What do we have? All right, let me stop running because it's currently running. All right, I've stopped running it. As I explained, you need 2 terminals running, and the first will be on the user interface, root, front end, and all you have to do is to run yarn dev. All right. For the blockchain, to run the blockchain, just ensure that you're in the project root, you're an aggregator HH, and run HH node or yarn Hardhat node. Starts, it deploys our contract and also start the node for us. So you can see the contracts. I want to get it. Yeah, the contract has been deployed here. So you can see it now. On, we can now copy, and our user interface is on. Now we can copy. All we just have to do is to copy the local hosts. Let me get that here. Okay, localhost port 3000. Just copy it to your browser. Yeah. And you see this on. Then you can now connect as before. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.